And now we've got our reviews of the 10 Best Picture nominations.
The thing that I found so fascinating about 127 Hours was I'd read the book Between a Rock and a Hard Place, I knew the story of Aaron Ralston, and yet between the script by Simon Beaufoy, the acting by James Franco, and the direction by Danny Boyle, I was so enthralled watching this movie. Knowing the man was cutting off his arm, there was not a second where I wasn't on the edge of my seat, emotionally involved, viscerally attached to the characters, and totally transfixed by what James Franco was able to do all alone on screen. Great film.
Christopher Nolan's Inception. Does it belong in the Best Picture category? Probably not. It is a very good movie. It was definitely the biggest movie of the summer and the only one to look forward to for the first half of 2010. But upon repeated viewing and further discussion, it has a lot of chinks in its armor and may not necessarily belong with the rest of the films in that category.
Next up, we've got The Social Network, arguably a generation-defining film about Mark Zuckerberg and the genesis of Facebook. We see how a couple of Harvard computer nerds made a couple $1 billion. I think this movie killed it across the boards. It's my favorite this year. From performances, editing, music, the color palettes, everything. It was beautiful, and I think it's a nomination well earned.
Black Swan, or as I like to call it, Rosemary's Ballet Baby, was a fantastic horror film, but I don't think it was one of the best films of the year. I think that the acting Natalie Portman did and Mila Kunis, exceptional, but the truth is that this is the closest Darren Aronofsky has come to recognizing the genius he first showed with Pi, but I still don't think it should have been in contention for one of the best films of 2010.
Toy Story 3 from Pixar. Everybody knows that the Best Animated Feature category is theirs to win, so they're gonna get an Oscar for this film. Best Picture, it definitely has a lot of emotion and some great cinematic qualities to it, but really, this is for real movies. That is a cartoon.
Another Sundance favorite, The Kids Are All Right, highlights same-sex marriage and family life. It stars Annette Bening, Julianne Moore, and Mark Ruffalo. Mark and Annette were both nominated for Best Actor, or excuse me, Supporting and Leading. Neither have a chance of winning. Really moving film. Do I think it deserves a Best Picture nod? No, not at all. It's just dealing with something super controversial and people love that.
The Fighter. David O. Russell proving that he's not just crazy on set, he can also make crazy good films. It's emotional, it's visceral. The acting that Christian Bale and Melissa Leo did is an absolute masterclass. It's a little bit sad that Mark Wahlberg couldn't have been just a little bit better, but I love Marky Mark and his Funky Bunch, and anytime he's on screen, I enjoy it. But truthfully, David O. Russell, that man can do no wrong.
True Grit. Fantastic. The best thing the Coens have done in a long while. The production design is amazing. The acting is great. That little girl, oh my God. Is it creepy if I think she's gonna be a babe in about 10 years? Okay, well, either way, this is the one I would really like to see win Best Picture.
Is there really any doubt that The King's Speech is going to win Best Picture? I doubt it, because the truth is Colin Firth, Jeffrey Rush, Helena Bonham Carter did fantastic acting, and Tom Hooper was able to create such a dense, rich texture, both visually and emotionally in the film. But really, what it's all about is piss, sucking, taking Best Picture. That's what's going to happen. I would bet my dollars to donuts.
Lastly, Winter's Bone by Deborah Granick, one of the best movies to come out of the Sundance Film Festival following Animal Kingdom. Good luck, Jacki Weaver. But Winter's Bone is a terrific, noir-y American tale. Jennifer Lawrence deserves to be nominated for Best Actress, but I don't think it's really going to win any substantial categories.
To answer the question, yes, that is totally creepy. Totally creepy that you're turned on by a 12-year-old girl.
I'm not turned on by her. I'm just saying she's got...
Shh. Regardless, girl, I'm with you 100%. The Social Network was my favorite movie of the year besides one other. But I'm freaking out because I don't think it's going to win. After everything that happened with like PGA, DGA, SAG Awards, I feel like The King's Speech is so much more Oscar-y. Well, what do you think, dude? Yeah, right?
Big man.
I think you're absolutely right. And I think... It does deserve to win all these awards. David Fincher's a great director. The performances are all great. It looks awesome. But I think it's going to go to the Oscar bait that is The King's Speech. And don't get me wrong, it gave me a lot of feelings, but I think it's Oscar bait through and through.
Absolutely. But I think the main thing is David Fincher doesn't know how to campaign. But my other favorite film, besides The Social Network, far and away, Animal Kingdom. What we have now is an interview with Animal Kingdom star, Oscar nominee Jacki Weaver, who is a dynamo.
Also a total babe. No? No.